Ooh, you might be mad at me today. I don't know. We'll see. It don't matter. We'll see, though. Because what if I told you I had a video about the Cincinnati Brawl, about black people beating up on two white people, but then a couple days later, some white people were beating up on a black person. Ain't nothing changed but the day and the weather. Even the time goes around the clock the same. This has been going on for centuries, and it's no hiding it that there are discrepancies in certain things. Ignorance is ignorance, no matter if it's black, white, green, purple, a squirrel, a dog, a chipmunk, whatever you want to call it. How people have been treated for hundreds of years has, in some respects, greatly not changed. We've changed the wording. The years have gone by. The fashion has changed. Some of the laws have changed. But for the majority, we're treated the same. And then we get shocked when the same thing happens. I have this video on the Cincinnati Brawl. Go back and watch that. If this is your first time to the channel, hey, hit that thummy thingy up or down for me, real quick. I appreciate you coming in. Just hit it up or down. That's all I ask you to do before you click off. But I'm Big Unc. This is my channel, All Up In You. And today, we're about to go all up in you with this opinion. Now, my opinion is like a butthole. It stinks. But it's just like yours. Whatever your opinion is, I respect that opinion. But we are going to get into the facts of this. Now, this incident happened between August 1st and August 3rd because they had a city council August 4th in Simi Valley, California. I don't know if you've watched the news. Go back and check that out. Because what I don't want to do on here is, my channel is so small that putting news articles and other things like other people do with, copyrighted backgrounds and things like that are not going to help me. If you really want to dig into it, as always, I encourage you to do your research. But this takes place in Simi Valley, California. The reports say that there were some teens between 17 and 18, and they were at this movie theater. I forget what the movie theater was called, but they were at this movie theater after hours, after dark, probably a teenage hangout. If you're a teenager like me, you get bored, you don't have anything to do on a Friday, Saturday night, you would go to the roller skate rink, you'd go to some parking lot somewhere, which is what happened here, whether it be a mall, whether it be a movie theater. Sometimes I've seen them out at gas stations, depending on how big your city is and what your city has to offer. So they were doing typical teenage stuff. From what I understand, there were a group of boys who had got into it with another group of boys. I don't know what started the fight, but they targeted and were saying racial slurs to one of the kids, and he was black. The rest of them were white, and they were throwing racial insults at this young man. We're gonna do what everybody else does. These young white thugs were saying insults to this young black man, and they jumped him. It was four or five of them. They jumped him. One of the boys that was jumping this young man was a police officer's son, a decorated police officer who won Officer of the Year in 2021 or something for Simi Valley. The chief of police is black. I saw news articles and things that stated that the teens had been arrested after this fight. The young man who was the victim, he had a concussion and some bruises, but they really didn't do too much damage to him. A concussion is serious, but they didn't do too much damage to him. He fought them off with a chair. He ran. He was trying to escape. From what I saw in the video, they pursued him and attacked him several times. Now, hey, hit me in the comments. Is that a hate crime? Should they be punished? Should they have been arrested? Now, some of them were minors, but not all of them. And this is the police police officer's son, a decorated officer's son. He should know better about the law. Now, here's where it gets crazy. The news said that they arrested the boys and that they put them in jail. On August 4th, the Simi Valley Town Council, Town Hall, whatever it is, had a meeting where a young man, I don't know his age, he was probably between 16 and 19, played a recording. And the recording had the police officer's son on there saying how nothing was done, using the N-word, these niggas and all this stuff, saying that nothing had happened to him, that if they got into his face again, he was gonna kill him, things like that. It also came out that no one was arrested. And when I mean no one was arrested, no one was arrested. What happened was they turned themselves in, they received a citation, a ticket, and they were released. No cuffs were ever placed on them. When the police chief was asked about this, he said that they were actively investigating this and that justice would be served. They wanted to get all the evidence. All right, cool. Hey, that's great news. We'll see what happens. I don't think anything's gonna come from this. History has told us nothing is gonna come from this. But do you think it's like the Cincinnati Brawl? I don't. I do and I don't. Being a teen and they're under 18, they're still underage to be tried as an adult for most things. Now, I don't know if that goes for hate crimes, which no one's been charged on. But when you're a teen, you're dumb. You're literally dumb. I remember being a teen. You think you know everything, you don't. If any of you guys have teens or older adults that are between 18 and 24, they think they know it all, they don't. But I digress. Let's keep going. The people in Cincinnati were grown. One of the ladies was jumped and knocked out for no reason at all. I think that everyone should have been arrested in Cincinnati. All of them. And I think that they should have received nothing more than what they deserve, nothing less than what they deserve, but to semi the letter of the law. With these boys, I think that they should be arrested. Yes, I think they should be charged with something, especially since it's a police officer's son. That opens a whole different can of worms because he's used his influence now to kind of help, which, hey, everybody does it. How many times have you asked somebody to get the hookup because they work at a restaurant and you want food? Or ask somebody for a hookup because they work at a place and you want a discount? Or try to get out of a ticket or anything else. If you haven't, good for you. I have. I've asked for favors, and this is what has happened in America over and over and over. People will stick together if they know other people, and they will make things disappear for certain things. Should the cop have not tried to help his son? I'm conflicted on that, because I believe, yes, he should. But as a father, you're going to try to cut a break. I believe that he should get some kind of punishment. I don't know what that should be, and it's not for me to judge what that should be. So I'm going to let the law do that. But the law has always been biased. Always. We know this. Getting back to the Cincinnati thing, since we know that the law is biased and we know what will happen if we do certain things, that's why I'm more upset with Cincinnati than I am with some stupid teens in Simi Valley that couldn't properly beat someone. And they're filming it. It's all on film. Then they're recording themselves talking about how bad they are. We didn't do that. If we did something, you were not gonna find out about it. Gen X didn't. These stupid kids are just what they are. They're stupid kids. Because there were serious consequences if a black person does this. And these black people in Cincinnati knew this. They had just, one guy was out on bond. These kids, I think it's part of bad parenting. Yes, I don't think that the police officer, the decorated officer, I don't think he was home to spend enough time with little Johnny, or that's one option, he wasn't home, or he didn't care what little Johnny did, or, which goes on a lot today, he spoiled him and spared the rod. And that's why this kid is like he is and thinks that he can get away with something. But it might come a time where daddy can't save him. So no, I don't think that this is exactly like the Cincinnati Brawl, but reverse. I believe that these are two separate incidences that the media wants us to play on in order to keep us riled up with the other shenanigans and BS that they're trying to get laws passed and other things that are bigger than this. We are so consumed with entertainment, and myself included, because I'm on here talking about it, that we're concentrating so much over here with this race thing and the race baiting that we're not concentrating over here with what's going on with our money. Just think about that for a minute. If the people in Cincinnati, whatever happens, either way, no one's gonna win. No one won in that fight with the people in California. It's a way for us to say, look how unjust it is, when we already know how unjust the system is, but we are not doing our part to stay out of trouble and to make money and to take care of our family. We're not doing that. Like I said, there's always lessons out of this. You can take whatever you want from this. But in my opinion, there are two separate incidences that we are trying to mesh into one to stir up more stuff so that we can be entertained. What we should be doing is telling each other, that was dumb. Don't go out and do stupid stuff, because we know what's going to happen. We already know what's going to happen, and we still continue to do it. But I'm rambling on. So, wherever you are, please be safe. Please make sure that you are not acting a horse's ass. And until next time, and you know there will be a next time, I'm out.